Good morning from the Portland PDX International Airport. I just arrived from Anchorage, Alaska, and I am making my second leg down to Houston, Texas today. Here I am following an Alaska Airlines pilot down to my gate, which is only a few stops away. Taking me down to Houston, Texas today is November 556 Alpha Sierra, a 19-year-old Boeing 737-800 delivered to Alaska Airlines in 2006. Here's a 737-900ER that arrived in from Burbank, California.
If the first class is available, and I was explaining how it works. We don't do any upgrades.
Here I am scanning my boarding pass and getting ready to head down the jet bridge, making our way down to Hot as Balls, Texas, for the first time ever. Here we go. This is absolutely crazy. First time ever on any flight that I've ever been recognized by somebody, especially from Alaska Airlines. It turns out I met the mother of one of the friends that I talked to on Instagram.
Dominic's mom.
Oh my gosh!
Yes!
You actually recognize me? That's amazing.
I watch your videos.
Would you mind if I got a clip of you? No. Amy was very sweet, and I was so happy to finally get the chance to run into my friend's mom. So if you're watching this, thank you. Welcome to the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-800 cockpit. Pretty cool little office up here. A little outdated compared to the MAX, but still a pretty nice looking cockpit. Welcome on board the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-800. In the front there are 12 first class seats in a 2-2 configuration. Following that there is 30 premium and 117 coach. My seat today is 7F for the 4-hour flight down to Texas.
Are important to us. Please report any unwelcome behavior to a crew member. We do ask that use the lavatory in the cabin in which you are seated. For security reasons, no line may form in or near our forward galley.
Rocketing off of Portland's 28 left. Who else loves that CFM 56 buzz? I sure do. And here we have a really nice view of Portland and the city. Look at all those overpasses. Really great takeoff, and I look forward to the rest of the flight and you joining me. Here I am connecting to the Alaska Airlines in-flight Wi-Fi. All you do is go to the Wi-Fi and click Alaska Airlines, and then go onto the website that says Alaska Airlines Wi-Fi, and then you're connected if you have Alaska access, or you can pay in flight for $8. It allows you to check all your messages and stuff and go through social media apps. It allows me to track my flight and check in with my friends on Instagram And as you can see, it loads pretty fast too. So there's a lot you can do with this, and let's check YouTube. YouTube loaded pretty good too. And finally we'll head over to TikTok to check in on some videos to see if they'll load. And everything looks like it's working pretty fast and amazing. Here we are flying over some nice mountains over Portland. And soon we should be heading over the big mountain and getting a view of Mount Hood over here. Really nice on our departure out towards Houston. And you can also see Mount Rainier and another one. Take a look at these really pretty canyons over the Oregon area. I never really noticed them before, so I thought that was cool. It goes by really fast, but I was able to manage to get a Delta 737-900AR. It goes by so fast. After about a half hour in the air, snacks were served. My pre-order was the fruit and cheese platter and the Northwest Deli box. Crew also handed out the free Stellar pretzel snacks and my drink, which is the famous combo of mine and Jared's, the cranberry Sprite mix. So good. Cheers to another flight with Alaska Airlines. This is one of my first times flying over Salt Lake City and seeing the absolutely beautiful red salt over Utah. I mean, look at that rich color. Here I am trying the famous pretzels. Always good. Nice little snack. Here's a look inside the contents of the Northwest Deli box, including almonds, smoked Gouda, salami, crackers, almond roca, and potato chips. Really nice box. Listen to the crunch of those crackers. Northwest Deli box will always be one of my favorites. The really nice flight attendant that I met, Amy, gave us a nice whole boxed water that was bigger than the other ones because she was nice. I really appreciated that. Now maybe I'm just a really big Pokemon fan, but does anyone else see Charizard's head and wings in that ground? I sure do. Hello and welcome to the bathroom tour of Alaska's tiny Boeing 737-800. Peace. All in all, pretty clean bathroom, just not big at all as usual. Got a sink with hot and cold water, some soap over there, and there's the toilet. And there's also the baby changing station for people traveling with babies. Nice sized locks. Here's a look at the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-800 galley, where all the lovely food's prepared. Very nice. Here I am walking back to my seat, and as you can see, this is still one of the old ones that haven't been retrofitted with the. Here we have some nice fluffy clouds at cruise altitude. Sure is a beautiful day to fly. I am so happy that you guys are joining me on this journey today, and lots more exciting things to see along the journey. Here we are making one of the first turns into Texas. All that clouds down there is really
grab anything out of your bag. Go ahead and do that within the next 5 minutes or so, because at this time we're going to be preparing the cabin for landing and remaining seated.
As it starts raining, we are going through the first couple layers of clouds, and if you look closely, all that rain's being sucked into the engine and out of it. Pretty cool. We flew directly above Houston Airport as we were trying to make our approach in. I thought that was pretty cool to show how large it is. I got one of my absolute dream aircraft passes of the Lufthansa 747. It was the same altitude at 3,000 feet that I was passing under the wing as we were entering the line for landing. That's the airplane and route I would really like to try one day, is LAX to Frankfurt or Vancouver to Frankfurt on the Lufthansa 747-400 or the 747-8. Bottom line is, within the next couple years before that they're gone, I really need to get on one with either Lufthansa or trek myself all the way down to South Korea on Korean Air from LAX to Incheon or Atlanta to Incheon. As we flew into Houston, I noticed that we flew past the Guadalupe flooding river, and it was crazy. I've never seen so much water on the roads. There was a bunch of boats trying to help people out. I didn't expect to see this coming into Texas for the first time, and I just heard about the flood a couple days before I flew in. I mean, this wasn't planned, Flew past a couple cool water towers and some nice little houses down in this area of Houston. Super curious to see what Texas will be like. As we are on final for the airport, I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, comments, or concern, please leave them down in the comments below. What is your opinion on Alaska Airlines? Would you choose to fly them all the way across from Alaska to Texas if you had to? I sure would, because they are one of my favorite airlines, and I never really complain about anything about them. Their food's good, their service is perfect, and all in all, for no matter a period of hours or not, it's a very enjoyable ride with Alaska Airlines. I thought it was pretty cool. We were crossing the highway on landing. Here we are vacating the runway and taxiing to our gate. All in all, it was a very smooth and enjoyable flight, again with Alaska Airlines, for my total journey today from Anchorage to Portland to Houston.
And the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt signs. At that time, you are free to get up to collect all your personal belongings you brought with you today. On behalf of Alaska Airlines and your in-flight crew, it was a pleasure having you with us today. We hope you enjoyed the flight. hope to see you again soon. Thank you and take care.
I noticed this parked A320. I don't know why it was there, but it looked like it was there for a while.
Did you have an orange or a white tag?
Hi. Thank you so much. Awesome landing.
I'm sure I'll see you again.
Yeah.
Did you get an orange tag or a white tag? Is it orange or white? So, you know how warm it is here?
You know, I was just going to say, I've never been to Texas and it already feels hot.
Well, I'm thinking that too.
Man, as soon as they opened that jet bridge, it was a wall of heat. Here we have this really nice looking United Airlines Boeing 767-300ER taxiing out for a flight to Sao Paulo, Brazil. Here I am walking to bag claim. It was my first time walking through like a shipping container type of terminal. That was really weird. But here we are taking the escalators up to baggage claim.
Good evening, all guests on Alaska Flight 1421 to Portland. This is the crib gate. This is gate 8. Please have a seat until we start boarding. Once we start boarding,
I am not kidding when I say it took me almost 10 minutes to reach baggage claim. It was such a long walk. So many different turns you had to make. But really nice foliage at the airport. Really different. Never been to an airport this big before, so that was really cool. Something new. I noticed they had this really cool grass "Welcome to Houston" sign while I was waiting for my bus to take me to our rental car. Oh my god, that AC feels good. It was hot as balls when I stepped out of the terminal.
Now I'm here.